I need to make this YouTube live stream before they start tampering with it. Right. Have a look at this. There we go. That. You see that? That there. Yeah, I'm being watched. I'm being watched. I know. Intelligence. That was PC McCarthy. When I got the bad news, was it the day before yesterday, about my father? Hang on a minute, I'll turn my phone off. But Juliette was with me today. There's a reason why they didn't want Juliette with me, with the crisis team. Yeah, because they didn't want her to hear the gaslighting and the lies and the bullshit. So that was done by PC McCarthy. I rang Juliette yesterday, I think it was. Let me get this right. I was in pain. I said, I can't move my hands and my arms. You can still see the swelling. This is PC McCarthy. Fucking monkey. PC McCarthy did this to me. In the same way that the doctor's surgery know about my emails, because the NHS emailed me to say email them, and they say we don't read take emails from patients. In the same way, Intel are looking at my YouTube videos and taking whatever I say and twisting it and using this bullshit. These bastards reported me missing to my father when I went AWOL from the psychiatric unit backwards through Hyde Gardens and reported me missing in the Herald. We found Bryony McCarthy safe and well. And what did my father say? And I haven't seen him for nearly 30 years now, because I was 12. It was my 12th birthday that I last saw my father, and my eldest sister chased him away. That's the last time I saw my father. I did help and support because there are very traumatic issues. And I've got something else to say, because even my partner, Darren Stewart Webb, he showed my laptop to those bastards at the psychiatric unit 6 years ago, before all of this started, because my father was trying to reach out to me. They had every chance to help me. My father said, Sussex police have contacted me. Is this attention seeking? That's what he put on Facebook. Because that's what these bastards are saying. They're saying and doing everything to fucking destroy me. And you think this is normal? I just had an email from Barwell solicitors saying that your father died in December 2021. So my father's been dead for over a year. Nobody told me. I'm crying and wailing here. Reception won't come down. The manageress here won't come down. So someone calls paramedics, because I guess they've said, oh, there's a woman crying and wailing. I don't want to see it and hear it. I've heard it all before. The paramedics took me down to A&E, to the urgent care lounge, when I was being attacked. You are absolute fucking cowards. They're tampering with my live stream again. You have got nothing going on in your life, and that's what Juliette said. You ring me from unknown numbers, you these idiots. You've got nothing in your lives. By the way, Juliette has reported Dan's YouTube video of me. Yeah, you didn't think Juliette existed, did you? She's reported your video of me. Because there are no real men on here. There are no real men anywhere, or women for that matter. As I've just found down at A&E, these psychopaths, these social engineered, new age, satanic new age bullshit wankers. So yeah, anyway, they tried to get me in prison last time and said I beat them. Does this look like I would beat them on Beachy Head? I got a bruise on my leg. I couldn't move my hand. I was in pain. I was like, oh, Juliette, I can't move my hand. My arms were swollen. That is during a welfare check on Beachy Head. And you lot are all dead. You're all dead in here. You can't even. That is a reaction to me finding out that my father's been dead for over a year. And PC McCarthy, he said, the Beachy Head chap, top half naked. I'm being tampered. It's been tampered with. Fuck you. You're tampering with my live stream. You're tampering with my live stream now, aren't you? They're going to tamper with my live stream. Well, I'll give it another try then. No, better still, I'll use my camera. They're tampering with my live streams so that it's all going to come out all edited and messed up. That's what they do. The devil's work. Intel have told us that you want to kill us. That's what PC McCarthy said to me when he did that to me. And they tried to get me in prison when I went to the police desk to say that my life was in danger and that I would be returning with Juliette, my lady witness. Oh, yeah, we're living in the end times, all right. I actually had a rapture dream the other night. Rapture dreams. Some people say the rapture will be on the last Shabbat, which is the 16th of March, my birthday. The following day is the new Hebrew year. Well, keep watching, keep believing, keep having faith. I don't really have much faith right now. I'm shaken up. I'm not able to sleep. I went up to Beachy Head today. Still suicidal. Okay. And she happens to be someone who works on the Amberley ward, would you believe? She's a mental health nurse. Her experience of is obviously very different to mine. But interestingly, she got the transport police to bring me back down here. Paramedics had already turned up here earlier to look at my arms and my hand because I was in pain. I couldn't move my arm and hand. So maybe they'd reported it, maybe not. Who knows? They saw my look at this. Despite reading this and despite everything that I told her, because I told them everything and I played them the dictaphone recordings, they said, no one's out to get you, Bryony. No one's out to get you, Bryony. I escaped prison, didn't I? They tried to get me in prison over a welfare check on Beachy Head, and the solicitor was as confused as I was. But she just went along with it. She said, well, plead guilty and try and get a probation officer to help you with housing when the council have been illegally discharging duty to me. They tried to get me over beating me during welfare check on Beachy Head. Well, it gets even better, because today they'll say and do anything. And the sooner you realise it's a psyops to fuck you over, to write their lies. The system, it's been set up to fail you. You're just as complicit. I had to stay calm for Juliette because, yeah, she's not going through treatment. She's not going through cancer treatment. Okay, so I'm a bit thick there. I don't understand medical stuff. She's having bloods done. I'm sorry, I don't understand these things. All I know is that they're tampering with my live stream. They're tampering with my live stream. Fucking cowards. Even if you got paid to do this, even if Intel, even if they're paying you to do this, whoever it is. I'm the victim of a global Masonic network operating in Kent and Sussex. Yes, I can believe it. My father's died with you lot abusing me, and he'll never know it. But Sussex police contacted him. What to say? I'm an attention seeker. I rang you up while life was in danger and you arrested me and protected actual criminals. You're one of the most corrupt forces, bar the Essex police force. And you recruit these dangerous thugs and paedophiles and wife beaters and God knows what. I know, because I'm seeing it. I'm hearing about it all the time. You're an intelligent person, Bryony. Yes, I am. I am an intelligent person. So I went up to Beachy Head, and today, suicidal, of course. And this woman who works for these Sussex, she saw that something wasn't right, went back and told her friends. She was one, and I've never seen her before in my life, but she claimed to work for the Amberley ward. They're a lovely bunch of people, really. They banned Darren from visiting me, but they abused me themselves in every shape and form, physically, mentally, psychologically. I recorded the ward review, which is pretty damning, I can tell you that. They disappeared John Alexander Patterson when he went to Scotland Yard with documents to do with baby organ donor, harvesting. He's a brave 71-year-old man, and the rest of you are fucking cowards. This country, my mother was a very brave woman. She'd be 85. She would have done the sort of thing John Patterson was doing. And she shouted in church against the appraisal of my perverted headmaster. She was the only one brave enough to do it. Do you really think that that's an appropriate thing to do? Yes, I do. Don't you? And you, no need to be so rude, my mother said. I was 12 at the time. People on the quiet said how brave she was. Yes, and they don't like me, and this is what you're doing to me, is it? This is what these fuckwits are doing, and all that they're all there. Apparently they got because I genuinely am not safe being alive. I'm not safe. Bryony McCarthy is not safe being alive. And she genuinely wants to be dead for personal reasons. So they've done the whole psyops thing down at the psych unit, and I'll come to that. But this is going to come out all screwed up. So the transport police brought me down. They don't get it. They're the nice ones. They said, we've never met you before. You seem like you're nicely dressed. You seem like we want you to, we don't want you to kill yourself. I said, you're in your own bubbles. You don't get it. They left me in distress. Bye-bye. Off they go. They don't get it. They don't get it. So, of course, I go back up there. So it's interesting because they've taken me back down from Beachy Head. There's still something going on where the chaplains know I might still be up there. These people from the mental health, the care coordinator, everybody knows this. They do nothing. Absolutely nada. But they collect information. Yes, PC McCarthy, they collect information. On record that I said, if anyone comes anywhere near me, when what I meant was the police, that I'd take them over the cliffs with me. And Juliette's with me on this. That's a bit sick. To take that one thing that I've said, oh, but we have to take it seriously because you might kill us. And she's like, oh, for goodness sake. Yes, it is, oh, for goodness sake. And I'll tell you why. Because I know what they're using it for. Because they tried to get me in prison over a welfare check on Beachy Head. And I had to report that solicitor to the legal ombudsman, even though she was on my side. The IOPC ignore my complaints. There's no point in me complaining to the IOPC because when they stripped me naked, I never saw those nice clothes again. I had a pair of nice canvas trousers and I never saw them again. They've also ruined these clothes as well. Scuffed my trainers. Nice new trainers. Fairly new. Anyway, I'd kept them fucking clean. I was wearing my nice flared trousers, but I wanted to jump off Beachy Head. I'm in pain. This pain that I've been carrying my whole life. I've been told that me and my sister, who's living as a man, we need trauma-based therapy, what the Vietnam War veterans had. The Tories don't believe in funding it because they use trauma to control the masses. So I've gone back up there. They've got the, what's that helicopter thing? That thing where that scans the cliffs for dead bodies and suicidal people. I mean, let's face it, it is a world famous suicide spot. This isn't London. This is Eastbourne, a small town where everyone knows your fucking business. And Darren had already said in the psychiatric unit, have a look at Bryony's laptop. Her dad is... I don't know exactly what Darren said. Contacting the South, me paying £45 to the Human Trafficking Salvation Army to find my father, and then Facebook. So I've gone back up there, and a group of people, South African man, an Italian lady and her boyfriend from London, they all came over to me. They said, because I got very close to the edge. They kept trying to pull me away. So they were concerned. So they'd obviously reported that. And the chaplaincy team came down. I mean, Andy, there was an Andy who left a few years ago because he said it was too procedure-based. It's just ridiculous. He couldn't save people who jumped off the cliffs. It was just a waste of time. So they get me back in the van, and I said, you were there last night. I said, I was in pain. I couldn't move my hand. All of you stood by and did. He said, I know, but Bryony, I went and got a blanket for you because I had stripped my bare breasts. I showed them my bare breasts. I took my top off and my bra off, and I said, I was freezing cold. It was dark. I was on the edge of the cliff. I said, you've stripped me naked. You've slandered me in the Herald, which I could have sued them for libel. And then they try and get me in prison over a welfare check on Beachy Head. And then they go and do it again. Well, this is what happened last night. This is what happened yesterday. And the reason why I keep flashing this is because it's to go against what they did with me in the Herald. Can't seem to get through to anyone, can I? Because people, they look at their smartphones, they don't use these, and they don't use this, and they don't use this. And that is going to be the death of so many people in these last days. You wonder why you suffer so much, because you don't listen. You tell other people, you're not listening. You're not listening. I've just had this idiot down from the crisis team telling me I'm projecting. When last time, for a second time now, they've said they don't want to hear what I've got to say. And I'm projecting. That's demented. That's not just covert narcissism. That is demented. I'll tell you why. Because when I was in the chaplaincy hut with PC Hyde and PC, the other one who said he's never met me before. I don't know. Me and Juliette are not too sure about PC Hyde, and he's one of the good ones. Even with the good ones, not because she picked up what she said. There was something, the way he spoke to her on the phone, she picked up on something. With what Juliette's going through, and I don't want to keep saying the word, I feel awful that I am putting her through this, but she's the only person who cares. So this is what happened in the chaplaincy hut. A mental health nurse. This is what a mental health nurse said. A complete stranger. They put so many lies on record. They're doing this to so many people. They're screwing over so many people. But they put so many lies down. And they incite anger in people because they put lies down against vulnerable people, so that when they get angry and annoyed at what these Satanists are doing to them, they can then say, you're being aggressive. So you have to fucking stay calm, because I've never sworn so much in my life. But I've been very calm throughout this, under the circumstances. And this mental health nurse, I mean, my Iranian friend doesn't know, because she doesn't know the culture, the Western culture. She knows in America. My Iranian lady friend knows in America about the police brutality and stuff. So she knows that there's something very wrong with this Western mental health. Don't talk about mental health the way this is all orchestrated satanic bullshit. So basically, I know Intel are watching me right now, and they can really, you know, eat their own shit. Go to hell. So this is what they've done. They've said the mental health nurse has gone and said, you've come up to Beachy Head 3 times now. So they're actually documenting it as I'm doing it. They have got informers. Yes, it is true. They have got informers. Apparently, they had people looking for me and whatnot, even though they'd already just taken me down from Beachy Head. And over the past 6 years, they kept saying to me and Darren, we can't help you if you keep going up to Beachy Head suicidal. And that Julia, that Polish Julia, and this psychiatric nurse, she's having a day off up on Beachy Head, and she's trying to be all nice to me. I said, you have no idea these psychopaths have put me. These narcissistic psychological abuse over the past 6 years. That's why I look the way I do now. So they said, you've been up here 3 times now and I'm a danger to the public. Yes, Bryony McCarthy is a danger to the public. Bryony McCarthy is a danger to the public. I am a danger to the public because I went up to Beachy Head suicidal, because I've got issues that have been outstanding over a lifetime that I've never had help with. I need trauma-based therapy, Dr. Innes Cameron said. But they've done the exact opposite. They've done trauma-based mind control. So what are they trying to do? Because they've tried to get me in prison. They want to see me lose it. And some of them are sleepers. They can't, because they're going along with whatever they're told to do. So what they do is, as I said to Julia, they do good cop, bad cop. And they did the good cop thing. And now they've just done the good cop thing. And they do this false sense of security. We'll get you down to A&E. We'll get you with someone. Is there anyone who can go with you? I said, I've got no one. I said, I'll tell you what, though. Juliette's been a support worker, but she was attacked in the street trying to help me when you lot were targeting me. And I said, but I can't put anything on her because of her condition. What you know, I don't want to keep saying it, but the C word. You know, she's battling the C word right now. And they said, right, okay. So PC Hyde, and she said he sounded a bit funny on the phone. He said, right, well, we'll get you down there, but don't get angry. Don't get angry, start getting angry and losing it in front of her. Well, no, because they didn't even calm. And I told her what they said. So, yeah, apparently I could be a danger to the public because, and she's with me on this, because someone could try and help me and I could grab them and pull them over the edge because I'm a danger because I keep going up there. They talk absolute bollocks out of their arses and they know it. They've never wanted to help me. And to say that I have never accepted treatment, where did they pull that one out of? They didn't even answer that question when I was down at A&E. I said, when did I not accept treatment? They didn't even answer the question. So I go in there. I'm seen fairly quickly. I was told we might have a bit of a wait. It was really quite quick. In fact, I was in there what felt like no more than 5 minutes, literally, maybe even 2 minutes, in and out. These 2 ladies I've never spoken to said, we don't want to hear about anything from the past. This is what they do. my mental health is ongoing. And yet the last time I was there, I was put through 24. We've got other people to see, Bryony. We don't want to say. I said, what do you want me to say? Because I walked out and then you say I'm aggressive. They're demented. They're absolutely demented. They're not just demented. They're trained in this. They're socially engineered to do this to people. It's set up to fail. It's pure evil. It really, really is. Because these people don't have to do this and they know it. In fact, the nurse I was speaking to who had a mouth mask on, I could see she looked tearful. But I was showing her up for how stupid she was. She said, "Hope you're being a good friend to her." How dare she say that to me? That's not for her to say. That's for me to say. I am saying I'm not being a good friend to Juliette. They have no right to say that. She has been there when this lot have been torturing me along with the police. This lady, these fuckwits, this lady, my friend Juliette, was a member of the public who saw my distress and helped me. That in itself, if Juliette had not have been there last night, I would have probably killed myself anyway, for one thing. But I didn't, because I was thinking of Juliette. That is how sick these people are. That is how sick they are. And the sooner people wake up, because if I go and kill myself, you're all going to miss me. I'm not going to miss you. You all need me. I don't know anyone who is speaking out as much as I am. You need me. I don't need this world. I don't want to be here. I've been asking for help from these people who have been abusing me. And it's Juliette. It's Juliette who was there for me. It's Juliette who was there for me. So I walked out. They didn't answer my question about where's this information about me not accepting help. There was no, by the way, I'm so sorry to hear about your father's death. Maybe we could look into that and help you. None of that. I'm so sorry that the police have done this to you. I'm so sorry that Sussex Partnership have done that. No. All they've done is attack. Bully, attack. I've had the most horrific I've had the most horrendous experiences. And I'm so traumatized, I can't even think about my father because I'm thinking about what they've just done to me. So they get the helicopters out, they get all the people out, they get this out. They got people, informers, let us know if you see Bryony. So they knew that I would be back up on Beachy Head just so that they could say, you've been up there 3 times in a row now and you're a danger to the public and we have offered you help. This mental health nurse that I've never met, because Intel are putting lies down. You fuckwits who are fucking about with my live streams. Yes. Talk about being a targeted individual. So I don't know how my father died, but I know that Darren told them, the police said, the Eastbourne police contacted my father. They fucking contacted him and said that I was attention seeking and I need trauma-based therapy. A locum said that. They disappeared the locum. They disappeared John Alexander Patterson. And that's all I have to say. So there we go. Thanks very much. There we go. PC McCarthy. There's the bruise on my leg. That's what they done. World famous suicide spot. Victim of a Masonic network operating in Kent and Sussex. A global Masonic network operating in Kent and Sussex. World famous suicide spot. Lies, fraud, theft, money laundering, NHS baby organ harvesting, psyops. And I'm still here. And you know what? My Iranian friend said I'm a very brave, amazing person. Just the fact that I've lost my mother. And that other idiot with a mouth mask on said to me, all she said to me was, you're projecting. I'm projecting. But by talking about the fact that no one told me my father had died and that I've got ongoing complex issues and that I want to kill myself. So there we go. There we go. The world is full of narcissists. The world is full of people who have got serious issues and they go into these jobs just to abuse people. I know because I was bullied when I did care work. I was one of a very few empaths, and they're very hard to find. And they try and make you question yourself and your own sanity, make you think, is it me? Is it a narcissist? Am I the one in the wrong? Because a narcissist would not do what I'm doing. They wouldn't go onto a channel and talk about, they hide it all. They are actors and actresses. They pretend to be something they're not. And I'm now being the real, authentic Bryony 100% now. I'm giving it my all. Do you really think under normal circumstances I would bare my breasts to the paramedics? It's a statement. It's to say, you've done everything to me. I'm no longer, you cannot, you cannot broken. And you're bullying me over issues I've carried over a lifetime. And I'm not supposed to talk about things from the past. I said to them, well, what do you want me to say? These are not just things from the past. It's ongoing pain. Trauma is stuff from the past. Trauma is to do with your past. It's nothing to do with the present or the future. Trauma-based therapy is to do with the past. We don't want to hear anything that's happened in the past. So people, wake up, speak out.